$104,000 for a base model SR5 Toyota Tundra. No air-conditioned seats, no sunroof, just $40,000 of market adjustment, and a really cool fancy laminated window sticker. If you are seriously considering a vehicle purchase like this, you don't need a new car, you need an intervention. Welcome to the Evolved Mechanic. My name is Zach. I am a professional automotive consultant, ASE master mechanic, and the owner of Evo1 Industries. Today, we are deep diving and breaking down why if you are buying a vehicle in the year 2025, you are pretty much just drinking the Kool-Aid, as they say, or becoming probably the easiest, most willing participant to the biggest scam and scandal across the entire automotive industry in all of its history. Let's dive in. Dealerships aren't even trying to hide this anymore. They don't care enough to. They're just going to charge you between $5,000 and $20,000 more above MSRP on any new vehicle you buy, call it a market adjustment, and then move about their day. They're going to blame supply and demand. They're already starting to blame tariffs. It's going to get way worse. And the bad part is they don't care if they lose your business because some other idiot is going to walk through the door and be willing to pay those prices. They just are. That's how it's been working out so far. This is essentially the equivalent of going into a restaurant, pre-tipping your waiter 45%, then you get your food, it's still wrong, you get food poisoning, shit your pants on the way home, and then leave them a 5-star Google review. Ho ho! It doesn't stop there though. Let's talk about standard dealer accessories. Ceramic coating, $1,800. Paint protection film, another $1,300. It's never even the whole vehicle. It looks like saran wrap just stuck to the front and looks terrible after 6 months. Let's talk about running boards, cargo nets, wheel locks. All this stuff you don't want on the vehicle and don't care about that they're charging an absolute arm and a leg for that you could pick up at AutoZone for a couple $100. But you don't want it on the vehicle? Well, sorry, you can't take it off. It has to come with it. Otherwise, we're not going to finance you. Yeah, that's hostage negotiation. That is essentially like going into Subway and every sandwich is now sold with caviar. And you got to pay for it because otherwise you're not getting the sandwich. Let's take a look at the best example of this that I think I've ever seen in my life. And I'm honestly a little pissed about this vehicle. Is a 2025 Toyota Tundra SR5. Now, this isn't even a TRD Pro. SR5 is what used to be considered kind of the base model for Toyota. I mean, for many years, that was always their base, was SR5, right? You wanted a TRD, that was you upgrading. This vehicle, MSRP is $65. They're asking $104. That is insane. What makes this a $104,000 truck? Let's take a look at the photos, see what we can see. It's got a blackout package. These look like TRD rims, looks like a TRD grille. Neat. A lot of people upgrade theirs to look like a TRD, even if it's not. I honestly like the way the TRD stuff looks. It's kind of cool sometimes. Looks like they've also blacked out the roof. The truck looks like it might have a leveling kit on it. All right. It's got running boards. I know that's normally an $800-900 option from the dealer. I couldn't take it off of my personal Tacoma, which sucked, and those things bend like crazy the moment you tag them. It's got tint. It's really all I'm seeing. Nothing crazy. Let's take a look at interior, see how trimmed out it is. Pretty standard. Doesn't even have the fancy 1794 inserts. We do have heated steering wheel. Oh, you've got the big display. That's kind of nice. But really nothing crazy. Okay, we do have diff lock. We don't have AC seats. We only have heated seats. That kind of sucks. We do have our 360 view as well as our trailer brake. Some off-road modes. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I hate this in Toyotas now. Really nothing to write home about. I mean, I don't feel like this is a $100,000 truck. Let's get the breakdown. $20,000 upgrade package from the dealer. 2-inch suspension lift, like I called out, leveling kit. Doesn't matter, it's likely blocks. If not, they probably did Bilstein 5100s or what are they, 8112s. Not a big deal. 20-inch TRD wheels. Okay, they made it look like a TRD Pro. It's not. 34-inch tires. It's got the KO3s. Blackout package. You ever heard of Plasti Dip? It's way cheaper. Custom wrap Brooklyn gray. This truck was silver beforehand. So they wrapped a silver truck gray. See the metallic in here? This right here with $20,000 over the 65 MSRP should bring us to what, like 84.7, 84.6? But no. On this truck, they have an extra $20,000 of market adjustment. This is insane. Absolutely, literally, look here in the copy. Based upon current new inventory level shortages, price subject to dealer approval based upon trade loyalty and proximity to the dealership. So you might end up getting a little bit of money off. Price includes $3,000 TMS customer cash. That's stuff you have to apply for. This is the most insane thing I've seen. I thought it was nuts whenever I went to go buy a Tundra SR5 in that blue, Smurf blue kind of looking color. They wanted an extra $3,000 over what the truck was really MSRP'd at. I didn't really feel like it was worth it for the cloth seats, and it just wasn't my thing. I didn't want to pay that, and I thought that was nuts. Then lately I've heard that TRD Pros, even on allocation, are coming in standard with all this ceramic coating and paint protection, and if you don't do that, you can't get the Toyota financing, which has all the rebates on it. So that kind of sucks, and dealers are refusing to pull that off of. They claim it's because of insurance, and the truck's got to be protected for us to want to finance with you. Okay, well, Toyota rates really aren't that fantastic anyways. I had one. And then in the case of this is $20,000 over the MSRP. I thought $10,000 on a TRD Pro of market adjustment was a little high. Very high, actually. $20,000, and then they want $20,000 for a leveling kit? I mean, Bilsteins are what, $800? Install's probably going to be $800. I mean, the Camberg kit, that's a mid-travel suspension that I put on my Sierra, I'm in that for less than $6,000. I don't see the value here. TRD wheels, $1,000 on Marketplace. The tires, that's probably about $1,200 worth of tires. The blackout package, plastic dip, $20. And then wrapping a silver truck gray? If that's your thing, do it, but none of that adds up to $20,000 in any world. And then you pay $20,000 just because it is what it is? A truck that's made to look like a higher trim level truck that it's not? This is baffling.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is in sales.
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to confirm availability and pricing on a vehicle it looks like you got in inventory.
All right, brother, hit me.
All right.
Looks like a silver Tundra SR5.
Yes.
The vehicle is available.
Okay, perfect. And what's the price on that right now?
Well, MSRP is $65, but it looks like we're doing some accessories to it. I don't know if they quite have it done yet. Okay.
Yeah, I'd seen on that truck it was
just got
104 online.
Yeah, it's probably just because of the accessories. Okay. Let me just go verify with my new car manager, just in case we get disconnected. Number ending in... There?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Awesome, man. So that was a typo. Price is going to be MSRP plus the wrap that we're doing on it. It's $1,900 in addition to MSRP. I don't know if we've quite done the wrap on it yet. I'll have to confirm with my accessories manager, but...
Okay. Okay, so talking to that dealer, they did say it was a typo. However, I really don't believe that. Hold on, Zach from the future here. I just got a text from the dealer. They had texted me wanting to know where we should go if I was still interested in the truck. I said, hey, I thought it had the whole lift kit. I guess it didn't. I'm out, whatever. And so I guess now there's been a miscommunication, and this truck does have the lift and the wrap and the customs package. And there's just two trucks with the same stock number that are, one's wrapped and done and lifted, the other one's getting wrapped, so that's why there was the confusion between the same VIN number truck from Toyota. But anyways, it's available, and we can now buy it. And they're selling it for $81,766 for an SR5 Tundra. Who the f*** spends that on a Tundra? For real, who? The more that I think about this, the more it feels like a bait and switch. And this has actually happened to me on a different Tundra. Like What are the odds of this? So I almost bought that Smurf blue one that I mentioned earlier in the video. That wasn't the end of my journey looking for a Tundra. I went to a different dealer in Texas, actually right next to the Toyota headquarters in Plano. Yeah. Wanted a TSS. They didn't have the TSS package where you got like the black 20-inch wheels. You know, it just had a few different upgrades on it. And I didn't really want an SR5, which is ironic that that's now what we're looking at. And they said one will be here in a week. We've got one coming in on a truck. Cool. Are you fine with waiting? Absolutely. Not a problem. I get all the way through with having my credit ran, finance, literally had already transferred money for my down payment, and we're signing all the paperwork. And at this point, I read a line item on the finance paperwork that says something about customer will bring the truck back in to, or customer will be waiting for the wheel swap, something with wheel swapping. And that line made no sense at all to be on the paperwork, so I asked about it, and the finance guy said, oh yeah, well, once your SR5 comes in, we're swapping the wheels on this TSS and we've got the stickers on order. Hold on. What? It is mind-blowing to me that this is yet another Toyota that this has happened on. And this is not the first time I've heard about this. It seems that since Toyota's on this allocation system, that this actually seems to happen across different Toyota dealers, because if they can't get the trim and the model and the whatever they need, they'll swap it with something else on their lot that might just be a different color. Come to think of it, this actually makes a lot more sense. Whenever I bought my 2017 TRD Off-Road, I wanted the orange dash trim, and they wouldn't let me test drive the actual truck I was gonna buy. And then my pre-delivery, we waited for 5 hours until I ever saw the truck that I had actually bought. This seems to be a common theme with Toyota. What the is going on? I have 3 big questions whenever it comes to this truck that I think poke a few holes in what the dealership is trying to do here. Toyota's paint jobs are known to fail. They are. That's common knowledge. Everybody knows about it. It's cool. Toyota usually warranties it, and it's not usually that big of a deal. So when it comes to this truck being a first off silver truck that is now wrapped from the dealership and sold as new, okay, does that still honor the same paint warranty from Toyota? And also, whenever this truck spends the next 2 to 3 years in the Colorado sun, that wrap starts to crack, bubble, shrink, whatever it's gonna do. Does the dealer now remove that wrap at no charge and hand you back a silver truck, or does the dealer rewrap it in the color they sold it to you in? Because I would expect that, right? I think that's reasonable. Tell me about down below if it's not, but. And then also, what about the oversized tires and the lift kit? Because I remember specifically, whenever I tried to buy a Tundra a few years ago, I had the dealer tell me that now the warranty's different from Toyota because of the lift kit and the oversized tires. Maybe that's a dealer-to-dealer thing. But then again, Toyota then turning down warranty jobs whenever somebody does lift their truck and put bigger tires on it, as opposed to the dealer, what's the difference, right? So let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments section. And I think eventually I would love to get this channel to a point where we can go buy one of these trucks, test the theories, and hold the dealership and the manufacturer's feet to the fire. So do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with your friends so they don't get screwed over. Maybe you have an idiot friend who wants to spend $104,000 on an SR5 Toyota Tundra. And again, let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments section. I would highly advise taking care of your current vehicle. Don't buy right now. Bad time. Don't reward this behavior. And let's fight this all together, because it's got to change. Thank y'all for your time. I greatly appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.